first of it's 16th of February when we are recording this. RIP to a legend. We lost him
Yes.
in the morning. RIP Bapida. We really love you.
Yes. Yes.
And
We had a
yeah,
very good time roasting you, but it
yeah.
doesn't, like, honestly, we do love your songs a lot.
No man, I
That's
was
what
listening to
it is.
all his songs today. I was just while working,
Hmm.
so it was just Lataji last week and Bappi Lahiri this week.
Bapi like is sweet.
Yeah, we can do a Bappi Lahiri tribute, but then I feel we are now going into the curse. Like, if
of
we do a tribute,
of doing about
yeah,
like
maybe next week
seriously.
someone else will pass away. We don't want to touch that.
You know what? You know what? This is like the horrible. This is probably another podcast topic, but you know
Hmm.
how there's like too many biopics nowadays.
Hmm.
हमारा podcast ही वो बन जाएगा फिर.
Yeah, no, no, not happening. Sorry. We love all our artists too much. Okay, so anyway, we had decided beforehand that, since Gehraiyaan is out, the movie that everyone is talking about, that everyone is shitting on openly on Twitter. So we're like, chalo.
Shitting on and praising, like both things are happening.
Yeah, both things are happening. Like
Both
it's
things are
actually
happening.
very extreme because there are people who are like, oh my god, refreshing cinema, breath of fresh air, and then there are people
And
like,
most people I know do not like that.
like क्या है चूतिया चल रहा है, क्या है बकवास है, क्या दिखा रहे हैं. Okay, and this is the best review. Best review. My mom was like, मेरे को गहराई दिखना है. I said, okay, fine, watch it. My mom's 63rd birthday today. Just give you context. Okay, so my mom, she saw I was out, so she and my dad watched Gehraiyaan, and I came home late. And next day in the morning, I asked and I said, did you watch Gehraiyaan? She said, yeah. And then I said, how do you like it? She's like, it's fucking boring. पूरे मूवी में सीरी फकिंग 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 करते रहता है वो लोग, कुछ स्टोरी नहीं है, कुछ नहीं है, सब बकवास है. एंड आई एम लाइक ओके.
Guess.
And this is the
और
first
क्या
time
ही बोल सकते हैं.
this is the first time my mother's ever cursed in front of me. Okay. Gehraiyaan made it happen.
Wow, this movie did it. Holy
Yeah.
shit.
So what did you think about the movie? Okay, you know what? Let's take it question by question, and then we'll see which do we are in the praising side or are we on the shitting side by the end of it. So first question that I ask everyone who watched this movie and come up to me and say we watched this movie is, what do you think the point of the movie was?
If I look at it holistically and like with a positive end,
जो है हगने का हग दे, holistic छोड़.
no, like this is like, if you ask me what is the point of this movie, then obviously my first thing is like, okay, fine, let me think about how these people made this movie. So
Also wait, just एक second. This podcast is going to be massive spoilers because we can't discuss a movie without discussing plot point. So if you've not watched the movie yet, go pause, go watch the movie, come back and then continue.
Yes, it's on Amazon Prime Video and they haven't paid us to say this.
Yeah, मैं छोटा सा लोगो वहां पे डाल दूंगा, मुझे कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं है. एक कोको कोला का आ गया, एक डिकैथलॉन का है, अभी Amazon Prime का आ गया.
So holistically, I guess they tried to show Deepika's character evolution, like whatever
like
she's thinking,
yeah.
her mindset evolution, whatever. But honestly, I didn't come away from this movie with anything.
Like, you didn't?
I don't think there was any point to this movie personally, because I just feel like I was just watching like a series of events.
Yeah, it was a very series of event type of movie.
That is all movies, but it doesn't feel like it's a series of events. In this movie, it felt like it's a series of events. इसके बाद ये हुआ, इसके बाद ये हुआ, इसके बाद ये हुआ.
Exactly. So that is the case, right? Because I feel it lacked a power in that sense, because somewhere down the line you don't feel like this was connected. Like you don't feel like, this series of events had there were like subtle hints of this is gonna happen and blah blah blah. So for me, there were 2 points in this movie. चल तेरे लिए भी एक point रख दिया मैंने. तू भी क्या याद रखी? So for me, it was 2 things. One, people that are saying it's glorifying cheating. No, it's not. It's just saying
It's
cheating. It's just basically your actions have consequences and you have to deal with them, and it can
huh.
become shitty. Okay. Wow,
That's
who's
true.
that ghost?
Dude, it's a those people who think that they have very big dicks, na, riding their bikes on NIBM road.
Vano boys. Okay,
Vano,
cool.
wunks, wunks. Vanori undi. NIBM
Wunks.
kondwa. Sari padiyaru.
Wow. Okay. So one point is that your actions have consequences and they can become damn shit. They can, like, life becomes shit very quickly. एक तो वो था because of your actions. Second one was the last shot of the movie, and it was no matter how much you try, like that whole conversation between Ananya and Deepika saying that, you know what, we need to let the past go, need to move on, and just that auntie coming and saying that, "अरे तू तो वो boat वाली." So it's basically there are 2 points. One, your actions have consequences, and second, it is very difficult to outrun them. But in all fairness, it was a very elaborate way to say all of this. Like
I
the
feel
movie,
like these points that you brought up now are short film material.
exactly.
Like the short film photo.
Like that's what I'm saying. Okay. Also, one more thing, one more point, or one more plot point that was there very evidently was our past has a burden on us, or like our past or our family decisions weigh on us, and we might misunderstand it. तुम 15 मिनट में बता सकते हो, honestly.
I know. Like honestly, see, I know you were trying to like move away from that narrative of having a flashback sequence and then having like or having a full flashback sequence, for example,
They
and
Bhag
then
Milka
moving
Bhag did.
towards yeah. So they kept, which is fine. Like, but in Bhag Milka Bhag, it had a purpose.
Yeah, it had
Like
a very hard like.
they were constantly showing bits and pieces that would affect him in the like. But Deepika ka ऐसे कुछ नहीं था. There was like it was clearly done for art. Like it was done artfully.
There was
But
no
that's
relation to that. Like there was really no relation. Like
they
it was just
thought it was aesthetic that they were
so
doing
it was
like
basically in the movie writer's head, any person that gets anxiety is because of that one situation in their past. And it would
it's fine. Like I know some people are traumatized by one event, and obviously dude, watching your mother hanging is probably a very
it is horrible.
big deal.
That is true.
Yeah,
but
like I feel like this could have been okay. To be fair, I really liked that part where she comes home after murdering Siddhant Chaturvedi. What is his name? Zen. After murdering Zen, and then she tries to not make noise, and she goes to the bathroom, and then she remembers that again. That part made sense to me because
of course.
she's going through like another traumatizing part of her life. So it makes sense that she's going back to the other trauma that she has.
Correct. Like a correlation.
But and that part was well done. Like I think that part was. But then the other parts where they showed now, like it was clearly just ki now she's having a moment in the kitchen where she's doing nothing. ठीक है हम ये दिखाते हैं.
Yeah, it felt damn forced. See, and okay, I will say this, that anxiety comes anytime, anywhere.
Whenever that is fine.
But there are times when it comes from without a reason also. Like you can just show her trembling. Just show that much.
Or like she's just having moments. And what I disliked about this whole thing, like I feel, see, considering Gehraiyaan was technically about relationships also, like very
it was about relationships
relying on relationships.
Yeah.
So like I don't know what they were trying to show. Were they trying to show that their relationship was just so shit or whatever? But her relationship with Karan was so like subsurface. Like they didn't feel like childhood friends. Like 100% did not feel like childhood friends. And secondly, they were dating for 6 years by when we get into that thing. Okay, that dude was completely unaware of her whatever.
वो थोड़ा extreme था.
And she was also unaware of his. Like it just feels like, dude, people develop better relationships in 2 years, and I refuse to believe that. Like it just felt unlikely that someone with a character like Deepika's, who's already had so much relationship trauma in the past, like her parents ka issue tha, whatever. Like I think these people go either or. Either they steer away from relationships completely, or they put extra effort into this.
Yeah.
And it just felt like so superficial, like there was nothing there. And
Hmm.
maybe they were trying to show that, but it was very unbelievable as a childhood friends 6-year relationship.
Hmm.
100% unbelievable. And
Yeah.
I feel like they should have put in more effort into that, even if they wanted these guys to break up. It felt like they were trying very hard to make this relationship bad.
Yeah, but they were. That was the point. And okay, realistically, नहीं होता ऐसा. Even
नहीं
relationship,
होता है.
even relationships that go really sour, right? They have very good moments or times.
Like
Or you
there are
cannot be.
reasons
Huh,
why this part is going sour, because there is something to compare it to. There was nothing to
exactly.
compare it to.
Huh. नहीं, and also when they come to the yacht and they like कि ये मेरे childhood दोस्त है, मेरे cousin है. I'm like ये क्या? They're in a relationship.
In
And I'm like, एक minute, ये because they cut from these three hanging out as kids, and
yeah,
then directly cut to saying, I know my cousin better through my boyfriend. And I'm like, एक minute, वो तेरा roommate नहीं है? मुझे तो लगा roommate है.
that's because of the way they behave with each other, and it's fine. I guess you can end up becoming sort of roommatey
Hmm.
with your like long time significant other, but ऐसे तो नहीं होता भाई. Like it's
I don't
just
know.
too
Yeah.
much.
See,
It's too much.
okay, giving
इस
the
वाले रिलेशनशिप में तो गहराइयाँ फेल थी, let
हाँ,
me tell you.
नहीं, giving the filmmakers benefit of doubt that when you have the liberty to exaggerate things, but I feel personally that if they would have a little bit shown moments na कि he was trying to show support or whatever, that breakup would be even more impactful. Because honestly तेरे को
There's
पता है,
nothing.
मुझे याद नहीं उनका रिलेशनशिप क्यों टूटा. I don't remember it now.
Yeah.
I saw the movie 3 days ago. I remember they get engaged, and the next scene I remember is Deepika is complaining to Nasiruddin Shah, and he's asking, "तुमने शादी क्यों तोड़ी?" And I can't remember only that because in they have built it up so much that हाँ ये तो टूटने वाला है, that you're just like हाँ okay ये तो टूटेगा, fine, cool.
It's I'll tell you what happened that part. It was that part where she sees his email that his thing got
Mm,
rejected, and फिर वो मतलब she loses
correct.
her mind,
And
and
then
then
he's like,
she also finds out that
Ananya has read the book and he's going to Alibag and
Ananya's
all that
read the
shit.
book. Yeah, yeah.
मेरे को
So
याद ही
that
नहीं था
was
वो. मेरे को honestly याद नहीं.
no,
Like
but
it didn't have
all
any
on
impact on me.
all these things na, they are all intermixed because I don't know the order in which they happen, to be fair.
Hmm.
Because like I
See,
said, it's a series of events, but I don't
hmm,
know which event happens before what. Like I don't know if at this point also I'm saying confidently कि ये हुआ था तब उसने तोड़ दी शादी, but at the same time I think I'm wrong. I think that
exactly.
was just one of
Dude,
the events that happened.
that's what I'm saying. See, breaking up a 6-year-old relationship is a huge deal.
Engagement, by the
E-
way, by at this point
Engagement,
they are engaged.
engagement also. It's a huge deal. And if you have the medium to, build on it. थोड़ा सा भाव तो दो.
Dude,
हल्का सा.
this movie was so fucking long. Okay, they could have
Yeah.
easily spent some time building on it. I'm sure it would have been fine.
And
And
it would
I
have
think
added
this
more
movie would
character.
have, yes, this movie would have been more impactful if even her and Karan's relationship had got right. Honestly,
Exactly.
it
And I'll
would
tell you,
have.
I will give the same to Zen and Ananya. Ex-
100%. पर
How?
उनका रिलेशनशिप तो कुछ भी नहीं था. उनका
हाँ,
रिलेशनशिप वाज लिटरली अ गिव एंड टेक, लाइक कि
देखो
मैंने तेरे को पैसा दिया है
हाँ.
और दैट्स व्हाई यू आर स्टक विद मी.
So
कुछ भी था
one of
वो.
one of the things that I also can't relate. See, okay, just putting it out there, I liked the movie. It's a Bollywood movie. Okay, बॉलीवुड मूवी और मेरा एक ही फंडा है, मैं दिमाग साइड में रख के देखता हूँ. बट as a filmmaker, as a person who's worked in films, as a content creator, I do have thoughts. But when I'm watching the movie,
Problems and
when I watching the movie, I keep my brain aside, and for that, I feel it's a good film. Okay, it's a good attempt, and I feel it's good that we're going in this direction. It has to be refined. It will whenever. Okay, coming back to the point, Ananya और Zen का जो relationship था, it feels like it's a very good relationship till the second Zen lays eyes on Deepika, and I'm like, balls, dude, ये तो हो ही नहीं सकता. ये तुम ज्यादा कर रहे हो. Like even if they would have showed कि हाँ Zen came from like a very humble background, but he worked, and that is why Ananya fell in love with him, and then she decided to help. So
Nothing.
that's it.
Arey, but
That's it.
the first relationships, I'll tell you, I think this was a ploy on the filmmakers' part. They showed both these people's first relationship so bad that when they fell for each other or when they started hooking up, or
You root
whatever,
for them.
we felt that their relationship has Gehraiyaan, but actually they were just having sex with each other.
Yeah,
Like
they were.
there was no Gehraiyaan in their relationship also. कुछ भी तो नहीं दिखाया. वो
Dude.
forcefully अपने past के बारे में बात करते हैं. Forcefully. कितना force था वो. मतलब it felt like pillow talk at max. Okay, it's like I banged this person, now I'm going to tell them about my past and then I'll leave before sleeping time and I'm never going to see this person again. That kind of talk it was.
Yeah.
And literally their relationship has absolutely no Gehrai.
No.
So it feels like these two people are incapable of having Gehra relationships, and I wish that was the theme of the movie.
Yeah.
They have been so messed up through their
So
life
damaged.
that they just can't
trust anyone.
Yeah, and in the end she finds that relationship with her father. That would have been such a good movie.
See,
with the same plot.
Correct. So overall, right, see, we are discussing it, I feel, on a much more nuanced level, like on a much more show don't tell level, right? So let's just finish that part and then we'll go on to the reviews and why I feel they're not justified at all. Okay. So talking about this relationship building, right? So one thing I feel in this movie, it's a very underrated opinion. People will shit on me for it. I feel Ananya Pandey has killed her role. Ananya Pandey was supposed to act like a rich, dumb, blonde girl who is unlikable, who doesn't have any depth of personality. So this guy sees someone else and he's like, "Arey, jhad bhar ka personality, chalo main pyar karunga." And Ananya Pandey itna beautifully karti hai to do. Like the conversations with the mother, right? You know, even those are like, I'm like, wow, तो आप तो असल जिंदगी में शायद ऐसे होगे. And then I'm like, no, she's actually acting. She is acting to be unliked. She's acting to be that person who's like, हाँ, इससे तो कोई भी सिर्फ पैसे के साथ नहीं शादी करेगा.
You're right. Even if she is like that in real life, she was so believable. Like on camera,
Dude,
that I didn't even think once about this. I didn't think once about this, and that's a big deal. That's a big deal.
Dude, this is such a shower thought for me. And I'm like, wait a minute. This girl, I know a million, whatever her name is. See, she's so forgettable. I don't even remember her name. What's her name in the movie?
कौन?
इसका character. अनन्या पांडे का character का नाम क्या है? See? Tia. Dude, I have met so many Tias in my life. And they are exactly the fucking same. And maybe Ananya Pandey says that in her life, so it comes easy to her. But I'm going to give her the benefit of that. And I'm going to be like, you nailed the part, dude. You nailed it. You knew the only... Dude, even when...
I don't think anyone will shit on you for this opinion because I know you're right. The moment you said it, I realized that I didn't think about her once. That means she pretty much nailed it. There was nothing there to criticize. Absolutely not.
Exactly. Dude, even like the party scene where she's like, oh, then come and dance, and the way she starts moving, I'm like, oh my god, dude.
Something is wrong. Is something wrong? Are you sure nothing is wrong? Oh my goodness.
It is so perfect. And you know what sealed the deal for me? The conversations with the mother. Oh fuck. So good, yeah. So good.
Oof. Mama, I love him now. I love him, Mama.
Class. Like even when she gets angry, you're not convinced. And dude, the next scene that I really liked is that very emotional scene where she's like, oh, the Alibag farmhouse was yours.
Where she's
and I'm like, tu kitna nonchalantly boli re. Like I know you know.
But you know what? In a real life, also it would happen like that also only. So I'm not like very bothered by it. Like
no, yeah. But I was just thinking
it was not. It was a realistic scene. It was not a movie scene.
Exactly. It was so like, हाँ ये तो साउथ बम्मा के घर में हर रोज होता रहेगा. हाँ ऐसे तो बात करते हैं.
I really enjoyed the car part where she was calling contractor.
Oh, lovely.
Ananya Pandey is the star of this film.
Dude, she has done a very good job.
we all know that Deepika is a good actor. Like
Hmm.
there is nothing like whatever. So if someone says ki oh Deepika kya acting kiya, I was like, yeah, she
Yeah, it's
better
a
do a
given.
good job because she
Yeah.
has older films to live up to at this point.
Mm.
Like Race 2. She was amazing in Race 2.
Bap, bap, hands down best.
She was so pathetic in Race 2. I can't even begin to tell you how bad she was.
But dude, that's
Anyway.
what. Also, putting it out there. Okay, so Siddharth Chaturvedi also I feel did good acting. थोड़ा over किया उसने कभी कभी, especially when he tries to act like he's angry, right? The lift
Hmm.
confrontation scene. I feel there he
Dude.
lost it a little bit.
Hmm.
Like,
No, I feel like Siddhant Chaturvedi for me was not was not his A game in this movie, particularly because I feel like over the course of the movie, it was like me. Say I was part of a long term filming or something. In
mhm.
the beginning, I'm very overtly enthusiastic, but towards the end of the film, I'm literally just
Yeah,
delivering my dialogues, and I know I
yeah,
would do it.
yeah,
But Siddhant Chaturvedi also did it, and I could see it
yeah.
happen.
Yeah. Therefore, I'll tell you where I felt that was when Deepika comes and tells him in the party that I'm pregnant. That was horrible acting. Siddhant did. That was horrible acting, dude. Come on.
Dude,
So,
and
so,
the my favorite part is the most acting part. I think both of them had to act the most in this scene, where Jitesh is looking at them through the window, and they had to do
yeah.
so that they can show that they're fighting.
Fighting.
And not once had they actually done those things
Hmm.
while they were fighting. So it was very evident that
Yeah,
they were
yeah.
acting so that Jitesh comes to know that they're
They
fighting.
were fighting.
And
No, also, it's a very serious point in the movie, but I laughed really hard. Was when they're having the confrontation, and Deepika is like, how should I trust you? You abandoned your own mother. And he comes back full retort. How can you say it? How can you say it? मैं इतना जोर का हंसा ना तभी. And I'm like, एक मिनट तो क्यों ऐसे बात कर रहे हैं? Why are you laughing? Like, this is so funny.
but that was also suddenly there's this,
हाँ.
so I feel like
How
this
is it?
movie now
How
it should have it should have stuck to either being a movie or being realistic.
Yeah.
I think
It
it
tried to
kept
do
like
both.
volleying between both these things कि मैं real भी हूँ but actually I'm dramatic also, so someone will die, like someone will get
Yeah.
thrown off a yacht and
Yeah.
die.
Dude,
Like,
that वो अब्बास मस्तान ट्विस्ट कैसा मुंह पे आके लगता तुमको?
so
I'm
I
like,
already knew that was going to happen because like there's too many spoilers out there. Like I already knew that he was going to
no,
die.
I didn't. I went
Uh,
into a very clean slate.
so I was just at that point waiting for it to happen, but it still took me by surprise.
Yeah. Dude, I was like, एक मिनट, ठीक है वो तू घर बेच तो इसको मार क्यों रहा है? Why are you killing her? It doesn't make any sense to me. What she fine, just you're dealing with
Because
it
of
as
the
it is.
she didn't even get rid of the baby, I guess. So that and that Jitesh was only telling him what to do. Na, you saw right? कि जब वो कार में थे that time दीपिका को बोला कि he was supposed to be here, not you.
हाँ तो वो बोला तू चूतिया ना मतलब तेरे को डील करने नहीं आया
And
सिचुएशन.
I was just like, Jitesh, what the fuck is wrong with
जितेश
you?
तो गांडू ही था. जितेश तो गांडू. You better take this to your grave. हट लौड़े.
Stop
चल.
fucking her cousin. Like, get out of my life,
Yeah,
dude. Like,
fuck off.
just
तेरे को तेरा
stay
बिजनेस
out.
चैनल लौड़े ले पैसा गांड भरा. I feel antagonist
Yeah.
तो इसमें जितेश था पक्का.
Hurry, 100%. 100%. And
Also,
I just
I
feel
feel
bad
sorry, you
for
were saying.
Nasiruddin Shah a
I
little
was
bit.
just
I feel bad.
Soumya, I was just going to say that. This is like the 90s podcast again.
I feel very bad for him. Like, he had a good role
Dude,
in the sense
I
he,
was like, sir, why did you get up for this shit? Why did
he
you even?
probably didn't. He probably didn't. He probably was just like when he was showing as lying down, he was actually lying down and not like actually zoning out. You know?
I'm like, this doesn't require even like 1/10 of your effort, dude. Like, it
He
felt so
barely had to
effortless.
say anything.
And
He
it felt,
barely had to say anything.
he was just like trotting around. He just had to act like he has a
was
bad
also
knee.
he was also being himself, by the way. I just
Yeah.
feel like he was also being himself.
I
He
feel
had
like
Ananya
general,
Pandey.
I feel general conversations with Nasiruddin Shah would be like that.
Would be like
Like,
that one.
yeah, and it's very sweet and all. I love him, like as a person, as an actor, whatever. But I'm like, हाँ, तुमने ज़्यादा उसको use नहीं किया. And I feel Nasiruddin Shah was forced.
I feel this is a very weird. I guess it's a weird observation. I can't think of any other word for this. But I was recently watching a reality show on Netflix, and I read an interview by the
Hmm.
people from that show, and they were saying, you all might think ki there's a lot of drama happening constantly over here, but that's not true. They just edit those parts and they
Yeah,
only show you that.
correct.
So,
Hmm.
like, naturally, because they won't show like people relentlessly working on computers the whole time. Like, what is that good TV? It's not.
Hmm.
So, I feel like a lot of the parts where they showed Karan and Deepika's relationship were like that. They didn't show
Huh. The
any of
good
the good
parts.
things.
Hmm.
They just like did a super cut of every bad event that
Of
happened with them.
monotonous shit. Hmm.
And dude, that's not how a film works. So you
Hmm.
can't do that.
Correct.
Like
Yeah.
there
That's the
should have been
opposite.
something. That why was she with him for 6 years? Clearly, she was the breadwinner of the family, so she could have just like left him ages
Ah,
ago.
she just said fuck off. She wanted to.
Aggressively, they kept reminding us that she was the only person who was paying the bills, and
Hmm.
she was the only person who was taking the kuda out.
कितना
And
वो भी
matlab,
क्यों इतना like
and
why do
every
you
time she fell, she take the kuda out, and every time she felt stuck, she would think of her mother getting like stuck and
and, but
it,
yeah it
it's
was that you were forcing the point that she was stuck. Yes, yes, man, we get it that she's stuck. It's okay. There are other more poignant ways of saying that she's stuck. You don't do the same trope again and again. Also, okay, now I feel we should talk about reviews. Okay, and why I feel like shitting on people who shit on Gehraiyaan. Okay, देखो, अभी तक सौम्या और मैंने कुछ 20-25 मिनट बात की है. हमने actually as we properly analyzed the story, telling
hmm.
you plot holes, what could have been done better वगैरह. I feel the people who are shitting on the Gehraiyaan, 98% of people who are shitting on Gehraiyaan is just what they saw face value.
Hmm.
They saw rich people, they saw people having sex, they heard a lot of abuses, and they're like ऐसे ऐसे थोड़ी बनता है बॉलीवुड फिल्म, ये
It's
क्या
just
बकवास
what
हुई.
I disagree with about the reviews is like many of the reviews are like, oh, this is perpetuating infidelity and all. No, it's
It's
not.
not. It's not.
It's
It's telling you if
like
you cheat,
nothing
someone
good,
dies.
dude. The guy, exactly, the guy who was infidel fucking died. What you do
if
you
you
want to be infidel after that?
if you cheat, someone dies. Also, I feel nobody or most people have not lived with their partner in the same house to relate to what Siddharth and Deepika were doing. And it fucking shows. It fucking shows, you assholes. Most of your hate
Like
is FOMO.
the moment you've had like 6 years of a relationship and things are getting monotonous and someone comes and flirts with you, you don't know that joy. You
Because,
don't.
no, even that, also, if you're in a house, yes, you do fuck everywhere. You kiss on your kitchen floor. It
Wait,
happens.
wait. The people had problems with that also.
मैं बोल रहा हूँ. I'm just saying because most of their hate is out of FOMO.
Oh.
They are saying that they only have sex and all that. Adult
Hmm.
relationships in closed houses is like that. Get used to it. Okay, we are all adults on this
I
platform.
can't believe that someone. I didn't even think about that actually. When that
हंड्रेड
was.
परसेंट ब्रो. 100%. देखो. So मेरा मैं बोल रहा हूँ ना मेरे को I can like the people who are shitting, the people who are saying कि अरे हाँ हम तो ऐसे सेक्स करिए ये वो. I get it. I get it, people. I get it that you wanted that, but you couldn't have it, and you only got it after marriage, so it didn't feel the same. It's okay, but because of that, don't shit on a movie. Yeah, people have spent money and their life, this thing and all. मैं 80 राउंड
And
छोटे
it's
से
a
सेट में.
relatable. It's relatable for them, so it's fine.
Yeah,
Also, I mean, I do have to agree with some of the reviews in the sense that some of the reviews are like, movie बहुत लंबी थी. I
अरे
think
बहुत ज्यादा.
it was. I
10 मिनट 10 मिनट तो मैं ही काट देता.
for a
एडिटर मैं
for
अगर
a
एडिटर तो मैं ही काट देता.
where for a very long time I was thinking कि this is exhausting me. Like like
Hmm.
watching this
No,
movie. The day I had.
I was getting distracted, and I know
Hmm.
when I get like I was like too slow.
Hmm.
Hmm.
Hmm. And I was watching like I had a work meeting and I forgot I was watching the movie. I minimized the tab. I realized I was watching the movie. I restarted watching the movie. It was that bad. Like
Yeah,
I
it was.
couldn't. And usually that doesn't happen to me. usually I'm like
Yeah. Pacing wise,
constantly
it was
new to
damn slow.
movies.
Like the memes of like, सीधे point पे आओ ना, and we like it short
That
and
I
sweet. I get it.
that I get.
I get it.
That I
Yeah,
get.
yeah.
I was just saying कि सीधे point पे आवे. I really feel like I didn't take away anything from this movie, but
Hmm.
it's just mainly because like everything was either too subtle or it should not have been the point of the movie.
Hmm.
That
No,
is
no,
what I
see,
feel like.
I get it. See, I get that what they were building up to, or maybe they wanted this to be the point, and somewhere I had to be the teacher who's like, हाँ, वो जो 19th century में ना poet ने जो लिखा था daffodils के बारे में, it
Mm.
was actually about
Mm.
his daughter who passed away or something. I had to be that person. Yes, I had to think
Yeah,
about it a
yeah,
lot. Like all these
yeah.
realizations came to me when I found out Ananya Pandey is a great actor. Like at the same time, but I get that
Uh,
it.
Here's here's an actor who I don't think should do comedy. She should keep doing roles like
Oh
this
fuck,
only.
she will kill it in the industry. But like I get that it takes a little bit of time to maybe go back to the film and analyze it. But I feel that's a good thing for
Hmm.
Bollywood cinema that is so on the face, where people come and tell you
Hmm.
कि हाँ मैं खूनी हूँ या हाँ मैंने 10 साल पहले खून किया. It's a good thing if you make people think. Yes, they
Hmm.
tried to make it a point. They could have made it way more better. They could have made it way more painful for us as audience, for the characters themselves. But I am liking the fact that Bollywood is at least trying to move in this direction.
Trying.
They're not,
Hmm.
this is not the perfection, but at least we are trying. So I don't feel as audience we should take things at face value and say कि नहीं ये तो rich लोगों की story है and shit on it. Give
But
it time.
I think one of the things that actually made me think is when I saw the reviews that said this is the like people are complaining about Gehraiyaan, you can't even afford it, it's not for you, ऐसे कुछ, like
Hmm.
those kind of reviews. I think यहाँ पे ना art की गलती है, little bit. Like
Art
even
की
if it
गलती.
is a even if it is a rich person's story, like it's like people who own yachts and whatever. Like she was not a rich person, neither was her
Yeah.
boyfriend,
हाँ.
like but they tend to like जो कलर करेक्शन करते हैं, जो जो सेट ड्रेसिंग करते हैं, उनको उनको थोड़ा ज्यादा ही हॉलीवुड किया है इस मूवी
Hmm.
में.
Yeah.
Like
No,
even
the
even when they were showing,
cinematography, the
even when they were
composition, the
showing like
colors. Well,
colors, absolutely, even the set dressing, dude, even if you see uh, her dad's Nashik house also looked like a Hollywood film.
yeah.
Like
No,
ऐसे तो
but
नहीं होना
but
चाहिए.
the cinematography was very Netflix.
वेरी हाँ, वो तो नेटफ्लिक्स ही था आई थिंक.
Very
लाइक
Netflix it was. मतलब समझ
but
में
I
आता है
don't
वो.
think see I don't think we can escape that currently because
Yeah,
that
we
is
can't.
the vogue, like that is
But
what is
to
working.
be very honest, I enjoyed the fact that I saw it in a Bollywood movie.
Hmm.
I enjoyed the fact that the lighting was not flat for the
Hmm.
first time ever.
No, I don't think I've ever had a point. I had a problem with like non-flat lighting. Of course, like that adds so much depth to the
Hmm.
space and whatever. I
Hmm.
just feel like one of the things that could be a little alienating is the fact that this doesn't look like my house.
Yeah, true.
Especially when they were showing Deepika and
Hmm.
that Karan's
Dude,
house.
I feel
Like
ना वो art वालों ने वो something that annoyed me is क्या बोलते हैं, the walls in Deepika's house, Deepika and whatever Karan's house,
Karan.
like वो तुम wall पे भी seepage दिखा रहे हो.
Hmm.
I feel they overdid it then. Like they were just like
So like, but it was artfully done. That's the worst part. Like
yeah,
it
yeah.
wasn't like done in a way कि हाँ यहाँ पे seepage हो सकता है.
हाँ
It
अरे
never looked fake.
हाँ, दरवाजे के बाहर सीपेज, घर के मेन डोर के बाजू में सीपेज नहीं होता.
ऐसे
नो चांस. वो
ऐसे थोड़ा like
नेबर के घर के साथ रहता वो वॉल हमेशा, या तो लिफ्ट के साथ रहेगा वो वॉल, बट उधर सीपेज नहीं होता. थोड़ा बेसिक. I know you're filmmakers, but you should have knowledge about how a house works.
I think वो तो ठीक ही है. Like that is extra. Like if you go deep
Yeah,
into
yeah.
it, like
नहीं,
you
but
will see
वही
that.
तो प्रॉब्लम है ना फिल्म वाले साले. Dude, I
Hmm.
spotted the camera also in
Hmm.
that in that, तू वापस देख कभी if you watch it, in that dolly scene ना when they're moving from this thing, uh like they were showing Deepika's movement, I think from Ananya's bedroom to the whatever, उसमें दिख के आता है कैमरा, रिफ्लेक्शन दिखता है, and I'm like डलिंग स्प्रे आता है यार, डलिंग स्प्रे मार दो, दिख जाता नहीं दिखेगा.
Dude, and I think they've gone out of their way to show Deepika sweating and like oily skin and all in this movie.
Yeah.
But bhai, it's not working for your lighting. It was like wo yacht pe when she was saying that I'm very sick, I want to go home, and he was giving her the drink. That time यहाँ पे बराबर से उसका light reflect हो रहा था, and that light was a fucking filming light. It was not a yacht का light.
Not
100%.
natural lighting. Yeah.
मेरे टकले पे कैसे दिख रहा है. It was not like this. It was like
वो spotlight, वो मेकअप डाला के हर शॉट के बीच में वो स्प्रे मार के जाता है, वो वाला था वो. But yeah, like
come on, guys.
see, but I also feel like I was having this discussion with my brother. He's like, the style was very. I said the style is very Netflix, and he's like, yeah, it is. But he's like, but what's the point? Everything will look the same. Everything will end up looking the same. And I told him that, dude, Bollywood is a much bigger monster than OTT platform right now, because theaters are not functioning. They are relying on,
they
like,
have to make it work like this.
But I'm like, एक बार थिएटर खुलने दे, एक बार किसी फिल्म को 100 करोड़ एक्चुअल में कमाने दे. Bollywood will.
Time Netflix is making stuff like Ye Kali Kali Aankhein, which by the way, the best art direction or the set dressing that I have seen is that Golden's Room. I don't know if you've seen it. There's a show on Netflix. Yeah, the show is very depressing. Like honestly, okay. I didn't like the show very much. Like, I was just like, हाँ ठीक है, whatever, doesn't matter. Like, I think I didn't root for anyone towards the end of the season. Like, and that is clear. That
something
it's
like
not
Gehraiyaan also in the end, like हाँ जिसको जो करना करे यार.
No, come on. I always rooted for Ananya. Like, I was just like, bhai, Ananya should come out of this unscathed, and I'll be okay.
Yeah. Like, Bichari. The only problem in her life was she had money. So sad.
Anna,
people are taking advantage of that character left, right, and center, dude.
Constantly.
Fuck. I felt so bad for her at a point. I'm like, she's also a person. I know she's a little dull and boring, but give her a shot. The fuck? I think that was the point.
Dull and boring people in this world also. We require them.
Alibag.
She doesn't live there. God damn it. That's not even her house.
Hey, Alibag say I like ya. She'll say yes. Okay. Oh, sorry. I just had to get that out of my system.
Yeah, but yeah. I mean, at the same time, we saw very funny reviews, which is nice. Like, I like,
which is good. I love the memes. I love the memes that have come out of this. It's damn good.
The memes are great.
I really like how people get angry at films too. मेरे को बहुत मजा आता है. तुम Bollywood में भी chill मारो. It's okay. It's fine. Chill.
Like, at the same time, they are not willing to get angry at Salman Khan films. Like, that's the worst part.
Yes.
Bhai, get angry at the films that actually should make you angry, na?
But I had a point. Another hip hop. Have you seen Succession?
No.
Okay. Succession में भी same चीज है. There is cheating, there is money, there is sex, there's a lot of abuses, there's internal family politics, there's past political history, like family history drama. Man, जो Succession के तो नारे लगा के रखे थे हमने.
It's that only that people don't want to associate these things with their sanskari Bollywood movies.
And I'm like 90% of the people who are shitting. If I tell you what do you think about Succession, you will not tell me the same thing, but the plot points are exactly the same.
Dude, that's very weird that people had issues with all the immoral things in this movie.
Because that was face value. And I'm telling you, all this immoral, lauda, this is all FOMO. This is genuinely all FOMO. Dude, but if you read it, Soumya, if you read the bad reviews, you can make a sense that you're shitting on only the face. Nobody's like, for the first half, when we discuss the plot points, nobody's saying that. The people who are saying the movie should be shorter up, other people are saying the movie was good. Like, if you like, that's how you are supposed to judge a movie, audience. कि तुम साला बोलो कि स्टोरी में क्या गलती थी.
Dude, I don't care how people judge Gehraiyaan. That is my takeaway from only this reviewing part of it.
No,
I
no,
don't
I do.
care how people judge Gehraiyaan. I do care how people judge Salman Khan films because in no universe they should exist. That is what I have to
That is
feel on
also
this
true.
matter.
That is also true. That is.
Because,
I feel.
dude, ask Ramanujan. I have watched like the shittiest movies in the world. I
एक
have
minute.
watched every Tushar
Yes.
Kapoor film
Yeah.
and Mithun
To
film also.
to give context about how Soumya and I are involved into Bollywood and what all shit we watch. मैं कल पार्टनर देखा है वापस क्योंकि मेरा दिल कर रहा था पार्टनर देखने का. मैंने वापस पार्टनर लगाया एंड आई एम लाइक सलमान खान इतना फालतू एक्टर है इसमें. ओ माय गॉड. टू एंड दिस, टू जस्ट टू रैप दिस अप, आई फील so this is where Stormy and I stand together is I or we together would prefer another 10 Gehraiyas than 10 Salman Khan Bollywood movies. I feel that
One Salman Khan
सॉरी वन
Bollywood
वन
movie.
मैं
Like
10 तो बहुत बोल दिया.
literally.
बाप रे. 1,000 करोड़ का बिजनेस है उधर 10 मूवी में. माँ कसम. ठीक है. But
Can you imagine 10 years of Eid releases?
yeah,
No
shit. But
thanks.
yeah, I get it. Like I feel you know what? Give us more Gehraiyaan. Don't give us Salman Bhai.
Yes, please. Matlab, at least it's giving us some things to talk about and see, like making us judge some things and like, you know, come to know the true essence of Ananya Pandey, which was a very
Yeah.
important takeaway, I think. Like,
I'm very proud of
yeah.
myself.
So tell us how you like Gehraiyaan in the
Yes,
comments or
please
dislike
let us
Gehraiyaan
know
in the
if you
comments.
liked it, disliked it. If you dislike
Or
me
if you
also, it's fine.
or if you
It's cool.
disagree with us, if
Yeah.
you disagree with us also let us know because
कुछ
we're
भी
very
करो.
open people.
हाँ, डिसलाइक भी कर दो चलेगा, अपने को कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं है. बट बोल के करो. ऐसा करके छोड़ो मत. बताओ क्यों किया. ठीक है. Okay. On
Yes.
that note,
Enough
this
first.
is
Like, share,
yes.
subscribe.
Also
Yes.
follow us on Instagram and we have a Facebook page as well. Instagram is where you'll get updates on when the podcast will be out next. Hopefully it'll be every Friday, but क्या भगवान पता नहीं क्या plan है.
Yeah, you never know
What if
planned for
Soumya and I
us.
cheat on our partners and someone comes and kills us? You never know. So we'll see when that happens.
I think that is the takeaway from Gehraiyaan,
Yeah.
apart from Ananya Pandey.
Correct.
कि भाई तुम anything can happen.
Correct. Yeah. Chalo, okay. See you guys next time.